and Lewes Gourmet. As soon as you walk into this store, you already know it. It's not just a store that sells some brain teasers and some great snacks. It's a place that brings families together and creates new traditions. Maybe you find them nostalgic. Maybe it's a well-welcomed challenge. Or it's just something peaceful for you to pass the time. No matter what kind of puzzles or brain teasers you're into, Puzzles and Lewes definitely has something for you.
Something that really gives us a lot of satisfaction is when somebody who maybe hasn't been into the store before, when they venture inside, sometimes if you're standing near the cash registers, you look over and they will stop as soon as they come in and their jaw will momentarily drop. And you hear all sorts of comments like, wow, I've never seen this many puzzles before, never seen a store like this before, which is fantastic. I think it's nice to take people a little bit by surprise. We pride ourselves on having a really, really broad selection, not just of jigsaws, but also of brain teasers, what I call thinking games behind me here, games which are engineered to foster use of the brain to develop problem-solving skills and logic skills, etc., for kids and adults alike. And also, fourthly, books. So crosswords, sudokus, word searches, things of that ilk.
With shelves like these, sometimes you don't know exactly what you need until you get in and start some shopping.
I mean, the age span is huge, and we have products for very, very young, starting from just a couple of months, very, very simple little puzzles and ways of occupying the brain and already fostering some development there. But equally, we have through to the world's most complex puzzles, some of the largest puzzles, and equally a lot of novelty type puzzles, things that people don't expect. I mean, crazy things like puzzles with no outside edge, where the outside edge looks like it's actually part of the inside, but it is, surprise, surprise, the outside. And puzzles with 5 extra pieces thrown in, which don't fit anywhere, and which some people would say is cruel, and other people would say is a very nice, healthy challenge. But the sorts of people that we get coming in vary so hugely. People who've been living in Lewes for years, who've been doing puzzles for years. Equally, we get families coming through in the summertime with their young kids, and maybe the adults have been to Lewes over the years themselves, and they want to reintroduce some of the traditions which they hold very dear to their hearts and close to their hearts with their own kids. And doing something like a simple puzzle in the evening during a summer vacation day is quintessential. It's what it's all about to them, to carry on the goodness of simple but very wholesome memories together on vacation.
Under the same roof, Lewes Gourmet has gifts, home goods, and snacks like you wouldn't believe. Some may look familiar, others you've probably never seen before.
Come in here, you'll have an experience of both food that's international, food that's local, and then tabletop and kitchen items.
Nods to the late Queen and kitchen gadgets you didn't know you needed, satisfying your cravings, all while doing some good. Andrea is intentional with what she brings into that store, striving to be as environmentally conscious as possible.
So if I can get something in glass, I'll get it in glass instead of plastic. I'm thoughtful about what things are made out of and to give people options.
That's not all. They're currently in the process of becoming certified B Corp, which stands for Benefit Corp.
It's an international vetting process, and there are people that examine how you treat your employees, how you treat your customers, the types of items that you're sourcing, what you do to benefit the public, and what you do to benefit the environment. So it's a real 360 look at how you conduct business. We will, to my knowledge, be the first people in Sussex County to have this designation. And we just like the fact that it holds us accountable and gives us further goals to strive for, because we can always do better.
Tying together local and international foods and cultures, just like Andrea and Tim. Their journey to Lewes from England is unique. They first came to Lewes years ago after doing a house exchange. And like so many others, they fell in love with Lewes.
Fell in love with the town itself, the history, the community, the personalities that we first met in our first few tentative days here. Just the friendliness, the openness, the helpfulness, but equally the natural beauty here, the focus on wanting to do the right thing, not just oneself, but for those around us, and this ultimate sense of community was just incredibly striking.
Little did they know what they thought would be a small trip would become their place of business and their new home across the pond. Now they are continuing to share their love of country, love of bonding over games, and love for trying new things with the rest of Delmarva. And you know, I was telling Tim and Andrea, this is where my mom and I come when she visits. We go in there, grab a puzzle, grab a snack for a really fun family tradition. So start your family traditions or with your friends here at Puzzles and Lewes Gourmet. Right now though, just stay where you are. More Coast Life's heading your way.